Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers and dearest students. First of all, it is my kind request that those who have been subscribed our channel so far may kindly subscribe it. Dear students, in this class we are going to see the rules for converting questions, interrogatives from active into passive voice. What are the rules we have to follow when converting questions of active form into passive form? Let us see them. Active voice and passive voice. Part 5. Rules for converting questions into passive forms. Video number 132, dated 18/5. Active and passive voice. Part 5. Interrogative. That is rules for converting active voice into passive voice. Of the interrogative sentence. First, simple tenses, simple past, simple present and future tenses. Simple tenses are the simple past, simple present and simple future tenses. What are the rules to change them from active into passive voice? Okay. And the subject and the question word should be kept as it is. Subject and object should be interchanged. Now, first we are saying simple present tense. What are the rules for changing the interrogative of present tense, the interrogative form of present tense into passive voice? The question word should be kept as it is. Then subject and object should be interchanged. Then do or does should be replaced by am, is or are, by any one of the three B verbs according to the subject of the passive sentence. Then the finite verb in the active sentence should be converted into its past participle. So the rules, subject and object should be interchanged. Then do or does should be changed into am, is or are according to the subject of the passive form. Then the present verb should be converted into its past participle. Let us see. You see, do you need it? Question. You see here. Subject, it. By you. So we can use by you or not. Here you. Here the subject is it. So the do is replaced by is. Is it needed? Is it needed by you? Is it needed by you? Do you need it? Is it needed by you? That is object it, subject it. You by you. Need, needed. Do or does should be changed into is or are or am. Do you need it? Is it needed? Does he need it? Is it needed by him? Do you need it? Is it needed by you? Does he need it? Is it needed by him? Is it needed by him? It. Subject it. So the does has been changed into is. Then what do you do? What is done by you? Here the object is, subject is you. Here it gets changed into by you. Here the subject as well as the question word is what. So here what? What is singular? So do has been changed into is. What do you do? What is done by you? Who helps you? You object. Who subject? Here who is the object? Subject. Here it becomes the object. By whom? Subject, by whom object. You object, here you subject. By whom are you helped? By whom are you helped? Helps, helped. Then be verb used is, as it is you, subject is you, Arg has been used here. Who helps you? By whom are you helped? Where do you buy it? Where do you buy it? Where is it bought? Where do you buy it? Where is it bought? Do is you, by you. It, by what? By what? Do is it, subject it, you, by you. Where do you buy it? Where is it by you? What kind of book do you like? You, by you. Subject, object. Here it is object. In this sentence it is subject. What kind of book? Here it is subject, object, here it is subject. So, as it is singular, do is replaced by is in passive form. What kind of book is liked by you? Like the past participle. What kind of book do you like? What kind of book is liked by you? When do you finish this work? What is the time when you will finish this work? When do you finish this work? Here this work is the object, here the subject. You, by you. Finished, past participle. As this work is singular, do is replaced by is. When do you finish this work? When this work finished. When this work finished by you. When you finish this work, when is this work finished for you? How do you tackle this problem? How do you tackle this problem? Here the subject is you, object is this problem. Here this problem subject. Then you, by you. Tackle, the past participle. Do is converted into is, because here the subject is. Do or does should be changed into is, am, or. That is the rules. So here, as the subject is it, do has been changed into is. So what do you tackle this? How do you tackle this problem? How is this problem tackled by you? How many books do you need? How many books do you need? Here the subject is you. How many books is the object? You, by you. Need. Do, are. Because here the subject is, here it is the object, here it is the subject. How many books? Plural. So the do has been replaced by are. How many books do you need? How many books are needed? So the again I say, do or does should be converted into am, is, are. Then the present finite verb should be changed into its past participle. That's all. This is the rules to change the present, simple present tense of active into passive question. Simple past. The rules is the same. Keep the subject and keep the question word as it is, and interchange the subject and object. Here, in simple present tense, we changed either do or does into am, is, are. Here, did would be the question word. Did. This did should be changed into either was or were according to the subject. If the subject is singular, it should be changed into was. If the subject is plural, of the passive and plural, then did should be changed into were. That's all. Then the present verb should be changed into past participle. Did you need it? Was it needed? Did you need it? Was it needed by you? It, did, was. Because it is singular, was. Needed. Present tense, past participle. Did, was. Did you need it? Was it needed by you? Subject and object have been interchanged. Then did have been replaced by was. It becomes passive form. Was. Then object by you. You may use. You may show that, or we may not show it. If it is needed, we may show that. If not, we can leave it. Then, did he need it? Was it needed by him? It, did, was. Need by him. Needed by him. Did he need it? Was it needed by him? What did you do? What was done by you? What was done by you? What was done or what was done by you? Here what is the object as well as the question word. Here what is the subject as well as the question. What is here singular? So was has been used here. What did you do? What was done by you? What was done by you? Who helped you? By whom here? Who is the object? Here who is the subject? You is the object, here you is the subject. Who helped you? By whom were you helped? Who is the second person plural? So where has been used here. Why did you buy it? Where did you buy it? Its object, its subject. So did has been replaced by was. Was has been placed. Where was it bought? Where did you buy it? Where was it bought? By bought, past participle. Did was, it was. What kind of book did you like? What kind of book did you like? Here the subject is the you and the object is what kind of book, as well as it is the question word. Here it has been changed into subject. What kind of book? Here it is the subject. This is singular. So was. It has been replaced by was. Then you by you. Like, past participle liked. What kind of book did you like? What kind of book was liked by you? When did you finish this work? When did you finish this work? This work, object. This work, subject has been converted into subject. You by you. Finished, past participle finished. Did, was. As this work is singular, was is used in the basic form. So when did you finish this work? When was this work finished? How did you tackle this problem? What are the ways you tackled this problem? So how did you tackle this problem? This problem is the object, you is the subject. This problem has become the subject and you has become the object by you. Tackle. Then did has been replaced by was, because this problem is singular. The subject is singular, so was has been used again. How did you tackle this problem? How was this problem tackled? That a simple future. In simple future, there will be two verbs: shall or will plus present participle plus present participle. In basic form, basic question form, we have to use shall or will according to the subject or the basic form, and the present verb should be changed into its past participle, and be should be placed before the past participle. That is, will or shall should be kept according to the subject, and the present verb should be changed into its past participle, and be should be placed before the past participle. In present simple future, there will be two verbs. When it is converted into passive form, there will be three verbs. The new verb is be. See? Will you need it? Will you need it? Will it be needed? It, subject, object. You, by you. Need, needed, past participle. Be has been placed before it. Will you need it? Will it be needed? The will or shall should be kept as it is, depending upon the subject of the passive sentence. Then present tense should be converted into past tense. Then be should be placed before it. That's in the same way all the sentences have been converted. Will he need it? Will it be needed by him? Will he need it? Will it be needed by him? What will you do? What will be done? Here what is the object as well as the question word. Here what is the subject as well as the question word. You, by you, we may use by you, or we may leave it. What will you do? What will be done by you? What will be done or done by you? Who will help you? By who? Who is the subject? Object. Here by whom is the subject. Here it is the object. Here it is the subject. Here it is the object. Here it is the subject. Here it is the subject. Here it is the object. Here it is the subject, here it is the, here it is the object, here it is the subject. Who will help you? Who is the subject? Who will help you? Object. By whom will you be helped? Helped. Be helped. Where will you buy it? Where will it be bought? Where will you buy it? Where will it be bought by you? The buy is not necessary here, so I have left it. Where will you buy it? Where will it be bought? It. You, where will it? Will. Buy, be bought. What kind of book will you like? What, here it is the, it is the object, it is the subject. Here it is the subject, by you is the object. What kind of book will you like? What kind of book will, here this will refers to you, here this will refers to book. What kind of book will be liked by you? Like, be liked. When will you finish this work? When will this work be finished? When will you finish this work? When will this work be finished? By you. This work, object, subject. Subject, by you, object. Finish, be finished. Will, you will. This will works. When will you finish this work? When will you finish this work? When will this work be finished? Finish, be finished. Past participle plus be. How will you tackle this problem? Object, subject. Subject, object. Will, you will. This problem will. Tackle, be tackled. That's all. So, regarding simple tenses, dear students, in simple, to convert the question of the simple present tense, we have to replace the do or does by am, is, are. Then we have to change the present verb into past participle. That's all. Then interchanging the subject and objects. That's all. Regarding simple past tense, the did should be replaced by was or were. Then the present verb should be changed into its past participle. So, simple present, simple future or over. Regarding simple future, there will be two verbs, shall or will plus present part plus simple present tense. Here, the will or shall should be used according to the subject of the passive form. Then the present verb should be converted into past tense. Past participle. And before that past participle, be should be used. Shall be tackled, shall be taken, will be taken, will be done. Okay. Two verbs will become three verbs. So the present verbs should be changed into past participle and be should be placed before it. Thus we have seen the three tenses of the three simple tenses. What are the ways to convert the questions of simple tenses from active into passive questions? Okay. Now let us see. Continuous tense, past tense. Continuous tenses. Simple tenses we have seen. Now we are going to see the continuous tenses. Three continuous. Say in present continuous, past continuous, present continuous, and future continuous. Regarding present continuous, first we will say, let us see the present continuous. In present continuous, there will be two verbs. The first verb will be am, is, are, and the second verb will be the present participle. When we change it from the active question into passive question, am, is, or should be used according to the subject of the passive form. Then the being, the present participle should be converted into its past participle. And being should be placed before that past participle. That's all. There will be two verbs, be verb plus am, is, or plus present participle. When we convert it to passive question, we have to change the present participle into past participle and place being before that past participle. That's all. Look here. Are you taking tea? Here there are two verbs. I am taking tea. I am taking tea. That is a statement. Are you taking tea? Question. Here, I am taking tea. Are you taking tea? You are taking tea. Are you taking tea? Come on. Here the first verb is P verb. Then taking is the present participle. Here the subject is you, object is T. Now we should interchange. T is brought as subject T, and you is brought as changes object by you. Now taking present participle is changed into past participle taken, and being is placed before it. Let's see. Interchanging subject T, object is changed as subject T, and the object you is changed as by you. Then the first verb am is or should be changed according to the subject of the passive one. Here the subject is T, so are is replaced by is here. Then taking present participle is changed into past participle taken. Then being has been placed by it. In this way we have done all these things. That's all. Are you taking T? Is T being taken by you? Is he taking T? Is T being taken by him? Are you helping me? Am I being helped by you? Here you see, you subject, me object, by you object, me subject I am. Helped, being, grammar. Here are you. Here the subject is, so are is replaced by am. That's all. Are you helping me? Am I being helped by you? Is she helping you? Are you being helped by her? You see, she is singular by her object. You object, you subject. Helping, being helped, being helped. She is, you are. Okay, is has been replaced by are. Is she helping you? Are you being helped by her? What are you doing? What is being done? Dear students, here in the active sentence, the subject is you and the object is what. It is a question word as well as it is the object. Here, what itself is the object? The subject. Here it is the object, here it is the subject. As it is singular, the arc has been replaced by is. Other things have been done as usual. So in the you, by you. We can use or leave it. So what are you doing? Or what is being done? Doing, done, being done. What are you doing? What is being done by you or done? Who is helping you? By whom are you being helped? Who are you? Where are you buying it? Where are you buying it? Where is it being bought? What kind of sweet are you taking? What kind of sweet is being taken by you? When are you taking coffee? When is coffee being taken by you? How are you tackling these problems? How are these problems being tackled? How are you taking these problems? How are these problems being tackled? These problems. Tackling, tackled, being rules. How many children are you helping? How many children you are helping? How many children are you helping? Active voice. How many children subject? Here the object, here subject. How many children are being helped by you? Or you are. Children are. These are for you. These are for these children. Okay. How many children are you helping? How many children are being helped by you? Thus we will see in the present continuous tense. Past continuous. Dear students, in past continuous tense we know there will be two verbs. The first verb will be was or were. Singular for was for singular and were for plural. Then there will be present participle. When we change it from active question into passive question, we got to change the was or were. Was or were we have to keep as it is according to the subject. Then the present participle should be changed into its past participle. Present participle should be changed into past participle. And before the past participle, being should be placed as we did in the case of present continuous tense. So this is the rules. Was or were should be kept according to the subject. Then present participle should be converted into its past participle, and being should be placed before it. That's all. 2 verbs, 3 verbs. You see, why are you taking tea? Why are you taking tea? Then tea. Object, subject. You by you. Taking, taken, past participle, being, rules. Here where, you plural where, here tea singular was. Okay. So here the subject and the object have been interchanged, and the present participle have been converted into past participle, and being has been placed before it. And this where has been changed into was, because here the subject is you, here the subject is tea. In this, like this, I have done all the examples. Okay, you see, why are you taking tea? Was tea being taken? Passive form. Was he taking tea? Was he taking tea? Was the tea being taken by him? Were you helping me? Was I being helped by you? Was she helping you? Were you being helped by her? What were you doing? What was being done by you? Here see, here what is the object? You is the subject, what is the object? Here, what is the object? And by you is the object, that is the agent. Here, where refers to you. Here as the subject, what is singular, the where has been replaced by was. Okay, doing, being done. Doing, done, being. Okay. What were you doing? What was being done by you? Who was helping you? By whom were you being helped? Why were you buying it? Where were you buying it? Where was it being bought? What kind of sweet were you taking? What kind of sweet was being taken by you? You see here it is the object, it is the subject. Here it is the subject, it is the object. Subject, object. Object, subject. Where refers to you, here was refers to sweet. Okay? Then rules, as we were saying. What kind of sweet were you taking? What kind of sweet was being taken by you? When were you taking coffee? When was the coffee being taken? By you. How were you tackling these problems? How were these problems being tackled? By you. How were you tackling these problems? How were these problems being tackled by you? How many children were you helping? How many children were being helped by you? So you see, here it is the subject, it is the object. Here it is the object, it is the subject. So, here the wire refers to you, here the wire refers to the children. How many children were you helping? How many children were being helped by you? Okay. So, recording future continuous tense, it is only active form, there is no, future continuous tense is no passive form. So, dear students, recording the continuous tense, in present continuous tense as well as in the two verbs, the first verb will be am, is, are, and the second verb will be the present participle of the final verb. The rule is changing subject and adjective, the am, is, are should be in the passive form, should be placed according to the subject. Then the being present participle should be changed into past participle, and before the past participle, being should be placed. It is the case of present continuous tense. Regarding past continuous tense, there will be was or was plus present participle. Was or was should be used according to the subject or the passive form. Then the present participle, as in the case of present continuous tense, should be changed into past participle, and being should be placed before it. That's all. Regarding future continuous tense, it is not passive form. Then perfect tenses. First, present perfect. The rules in present perfect tense, there will be two verbs. The first verb will be have or has, and the second verb will be past participle. When we changes it, when we changes it, subject, object interchange, then using have or has depends upon the subject of the passive form. Then here the main thing is here, before the past participle, there will be two verbs. First verb is have or has, and the second verb is past participle. Before the past participle, been should be placed. That's all. This is the only thing we got to recording perfect tenses. Placing been before the past participle. That's all. First have or has should be recorded as per the subject. Then before the past participle, been should be placed. Things are over. You see? Have you needed it? Have you needed it? Question, have you needed it? Here. It. Has it been needed by you? It, object, subject. Subject, object. Needed, been before it. That's all. Have has been converted into has, have been replaced by has, because here the subject is have, here the subject is it. Has should be used for he, she, it, and have should be used for the remaining 5 subjects. Okay? Have you needed it? Has it been needed by you? Dear students, so recording these things should be kept as it is, or the have or has should be used depending upon the subject of the passive form. Then before the past participle, we should use been. That is the only thing. These are the things recording, converting present perfect question into past perfect question. I mean the passive perfect question. He has needed it. Has it been needed by him? What have you done? What has been done by you? Who has helped you? By whom have you been helped? Where have you bought it? Where has it been bought? What kind of book have you liked? What kind of book has been liked by you? Here, you see, in the active form, you is the subject. What kind of book is the object? In the passive form, you have been changed into by you. Here, the what kind of object in the passive form has become the subject. What kind of book has been liked by you? Here have refers to you, here has referred to book. Okay? What kind of book have you liked? What kind of book has been liked by you? When have you met her? When has she been met by her? Here the subject is you, so her. Here the subject is she, so has. How have you tackled this problem? How have you tackled this problem? How has this problem been tackled by you? Object, subject. Subject, object. Here the subject is you, so her. Here the subject is it, this problem, it, so has. Okay? How many children have you helped? How many children have been helped by you? You see? Subject, object. You by you. Object, subject. Children, children. Helped being has been used before it. Here have referred to you. Here have referred to children. Both are plural. Okay? Past perfect tense. Like present perfect tense, in past perfect tense also two verbs are used. The first verb is heard and the second verb is past participle. Here it is simple. Here we have to use been before the past participle. That's all. Things are over. Active voice. Had you needed it? Object, subject. Subject, object. Had. Needed, been needed. That's all. I mean, past participle is preceded by been. The past participle is preceded by been. Had you needed? Had it been needed by you? That's all. Had we needed it? Had it been needed by him? What had you done? What had been done by you? What had helped you? By whom had you been helped? Where had you bought it? Where had it been bought? What kind of book had you liked? What kind of book had been liked by you? When had you met her? When had she been met by you? How had you tackled this problem? How had this problem been tackled by you? How many children had you helped? How many children had been helped by you? Thus, in two verbs, correct plus PP, you have simply to place be before the past participle. That's all. Then recording. Then future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Dear students, in future perfect tense, we know there would be three verbs: shall or will, plus have, plus past participle. Shall or will have been before the subject. After the subject, there will be have plus past participle. Here we go to plus been before the past participle. There will be three verbs: shall or will. Shall or will be before the subject in question. Then after the subject, there will be the have, then past participle. When we change it into past participle, you have to place been before the past participle. Then keeping shall or will depends upon the subject of the basic form. That's all. Will you have kept me? I, subject, object. Will you? I shall. That's all. Then have helped, have been helped. Before the past participle, place been. That's all. Things are over. See, change the object into subject. Change the subject into object. Then place been before the past participle. And keeping will or shall depends upon the subject of the passive verb. Okay. Will you have helped me? Shall I have been helped by you? Shall I have helped you? Will you have been helped by me? Will you have helped us? Shall we have been helped by you? What will you have done? What will have been done by you? Who will have helped me? By whom shall I have been helped? Where will you have bought it? Where will it have been bought by you? What kind of book will you have liked? What kind of book will have been liked by you? When will you have met her? When will she have been met by you? How will you have tackled this problem? How will this problem have been tackled by you? How many children will you have helped? How many children will have been helped by you? Thus, in perfect tense, recording present perfect, two verbs, in between them, been. Before the past participle, been. Recording past perfect tense, before the past participle, been. Recording future perfect tense, before the past participle, been. That's all. These are the things. This is English. That's all. Regarding future perfect continuous tenses, they have only active form. They have no passive form. So, okay. Dear elders, dear teachers, and my dearest students, thus we have seen how to change the questions, from active into passive form. What are the rules we got to follow? See, for changing the 8 active tenses into passive, from active question to passive question word. Recording simple tenses, recording the present, recording the simple present, there will be do or does. First question like do or does, that should be replaced by am, is, or in the passive form. Then the present verb should be changed into its past participle. That's all. Do or Does should be changed into am, is, are. In any one of these three according to the subject of the basic tense. Then the present finite verb should be changed into past participle. Then regarding past tense, simple past tense, there will be did. The did should be replaced by was or were. Was for singular and were for plural of the passive form. Then the present verb should be changed into its past participle. Thus, simple present, simple future, simple past, and simple past, simple present, and simple past are over. Then, regarding simple future, there will be two verbs, shall or will, and present participle. Shall or will, and simple present tense. We have to change the simple present tense into its past participle. Then, before that past participle, we should place be. The shall or will should be used according to the subject. Will or shall should be used according to the subject. Then the subject. Then after the subject, there should be and the past participle. The present participle should be changed into its past. The present tense should be changed into its past participle, and be should be placed. The pin should put before the past participle. So thus the simple tense is over. Regarding the continuous tense, in the present continuous, there will be two verbs, am, is, are plus present participle. Now we have to keep the is, am, or is according to the subject. Then the being present participle should be changed into its past participle. And before that past participle, being should be placed, put, that's all. Am, subject, am I being helped. Am or is, subject, being, past participle, present. In this way, past continuous tense. To use there be did in the active form, there will be did. That we should change the did into was or were according to the subject. Then the present participle should be changed into its past participle, and the being should be placed before it. That's all. Was I being helped? Did I help? Yes. Was I helping? Was I being helped? Was I being helped? That's all. In the past, past continuous tense. Regarding future continuous tense, that corresponds to active voice. Future continuous tense, no passive voice. Then regarding perfect tenses, three perfect tenses. In present perfect tense, there will be two verbs, has or have, subject plus past participle. Here we have to use has or has depending upon the subject. Then before the past participle, we should place being. That's how things are over. In perfect tenses, being, we should use being between these two verbs. Have plus past participle. We have to use being in statements. As it is a question, the has or have should be before the subject, and after the subject there will be past participle. And before that past participle, we should place being. See? I have helped. I have been helped. I have helped. I have been helped. I have helped active voice. I have been helped passive voice. How I helped. How I helped. How I been helped passive voice. How I helped active voice. How I been helped passive voice. Similarly, past perfect, there will be two verbs, had plus PP, In question, who had, what had you done? What had you done? Here also, we have to use, there will be had, subject plus past participle. When we change it into passive form, we are going to place simply being before the past participle. What had you done? What had you done? Passive form. What had been done by you? Where had you bought it? Where had you bought it? Where had it been bought? Where had you bought it? Where had it been bought by you? Had plus PP. Then you have to put a been before the past participle. As it is the question, the first auxiliary verb has been placed before the subject. That's all. Thus we have seen. It is the past participle. Recording, it is the past perfect. Recording the future perfect, there will be three verbs. The first verb will be shall have, second verb will be have, third verb will be past participle. Here, the shall have will be before the subject. Then question. And have plus past participle will be after the subject. Here we have to use will or shall according to the subject. Then we here simply we have to place been before the past participle. That's all. What shall have you done? What shall have you done? What will have been done by you? Or where will you have bought it? Where will you have bought it? Basic question. Where will it have been bought? Have what? Have been bought. Where will you have bought it? Where will it have been bought? And we are placing simply been before the subject. That's all. Recording perfect continuous tenses. Perfect continuous tenses have only the active form. They have no passive form. That's all. Dear students and others, I thank all of you for watching this lesson because it is quite important. I have given all the 8 columns. I have 8 tenses I have given here. So, but it is quite necessary. I have given it in one class. I kindly request to the students and my dear children, clearly take it, record it in your book. That is in your memory. I thank all of you for listening to my classes so far. We will meet in the next class. Till then, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.